हाँ कोई बात नहीं, अगर आपको क्वेश्चंस कुछ है तो पूछ ले, नहीं है तो अपन स्टार्ट करते हैं. एंड आई विल टेक अ फास्ट रिवीजन what we have done. First we have started with hair fibers because wool comes under the category of hair animal natural fiber. Here we have taken an introduction of wool, and in the definition we have taken wool is the fiber from the fleece of the domesticated sheep. It is a natural animal hair fiber. The protein which is found in this, because this is a protein fiber, so the protein which is found in wool fiber is named as keratin. So keratin is the polymerous material, fibrous material, or you can say polymer of wool is known as keratin, which is containing 18 of the amino acids. Because protein is formed from amino acids, so 18 types of amino acids are found in wool fiber. Here we have taken chemical formula and chemical decomposition with respect to carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. And the important thing is it contains sulfur, which is not found in any other fiber. And due to this, it is forming cysteine links. Cysteine bonds are formed. Disulfide bonds are formed due to this content of sulfur, which is not found in cotton or other fibers. I don't know what this message is coming. Anyway. Then we have taken wool producers countries, different qualities and grades of wool, fine wool, medium wool, long wool, crossbreed wool, carpet wool. This is based on length, diameter and count which can be spun. Medium wool, long wool, crossbreed, carpet. Another classification we have taken on the basis of the quality, the sheep, the age of the sheep or the type of the sheep or the quality of the sheep. So lamb's wool, hoggett's wool, wether wool, pulled wool, dead wool, quatty wool, and tag blocks. We have already taken these. And the third grading system based on blood system. Then we have started fiber morphology, in which first we have covered macrostructure. In macrostructure, wool is a crimped, fine to thick regular fiber, and the properties macrostructure we have covered is about the length, diameter, length and breadth ratio, color, luster, crimp, and what are the effects of crimp. What is this crimped configuration of wool is how it is going to influence some properties like warmth, good elasticity, and prickling sensation. That we have understood in this slide, how the crimped configuration is giving warmth, elasticity property, and this prickling sensation to the wool textile materials that already we have covered. Then microscopic appearance of wool fiber, that is longitudinal and cross-sectional view. Here we have indicated in a simple manner, longitudinal and cross-sectional view. So you can see in the longitudinal view, it's a scaly structure. And here this is a coarse wool. So in the cross-sectional view, you can see a fine line running through the length that is known as medulla, which is present only in the coarse wool and not found in the fine wool. So this is fine wool, longitudinal and cross-sectional view of fine wool. And in the longitudinal view, you can see overlapping epithelial cells are there, which are known as scales. Then microstructure of wool fiber. The microstructure of wool consists of three main components: cuticle, cortex, and medulla. And here the diagram. So हम last time यहाँ तक आ चुके थे. Now I will explain you the diagram. मैंने पहले भी explain किया था थोड़ा सा. We will again try to understand the microstructure of wool fiber with the help of this diagram. I don't know, there is some technical problem or what it is. The time is indicating only 6-7 minutes are remaining. So if by chance the class ends, I will again send you the link and you can join again. पहले भी एक बार ऐसा हुआ था, and I don't know the reason why it is happening, because I have scheduled the class from 9:45, so it should end around 10:25, but it is showing only remaining meeting time is 6.35 minutes. So if it ends, last time it happens, but it didn't end. So if it ends, I will send you the link again so you can join again. So this diagram is indicating these three basic components: cuticle, cortex, and medulla. So here, this outside boundary, which is known as cuticle, already we have taken in cotton, the protecting layer outside surface of the fiber. At the outside surface of the fiber is known as cuticle. Here the cuticle is divided into three parts. The outermost boundary, at the end, it is, because it is at the end, so it is known as, it can be named as endocuticle. So outermost part, outermost layer of cuticle is known as endocuticle, and the innermost layer of cuticle, which is near to the cortex, that is known as epicuticle. And between the endo and epicuticle, the middle part is known as exocuticle, which is in between the endo and epicuticle. Endo means outermost boundary, outermost layer of wool fiber. Epicuticle means innermost layer of cuticle, which is close to cortex, another part, another component of wool fiber. So endo, exo, and EP. Endo is the outermost surface of cuticle, EP is the innermost surface of cuticle, and exocuticle found in between endo and epicuticle. Then this part, this is cut through the cross-sectionally, it is cut, so you can see the whole part. So this is indicating cortex part. This one and this one, this whole part of diagram is indicating cortex, which is divided into two, because the cortex is consisting of two different parts which are chemically different: orthocortex and paracortex. So cortex is made of cortex, somewhere it is orthocortex, somewhere it is paracortex, and these small diagrams are indicating cortical cells. So these cortical cells are forming cortex, and these cortical cells are made of these one cortical cell is indicated here. So these cortical cells are made up of macrofibrils. Macrofibrils emerges from a cortical cell. So एक macrofibril को बाहर दिखाया हुआ है ताकि आप समझ सकें. Macrofibrils are forming one cortical cell. Number of macrofibrils are forming one cortical cell. Then number of microfibrils are forming one macrofibril. Number of protofibrils are forming one microfibril, and number of wool polymers are forming protofibrils. So a particular number of wool polymer is the smallest unit. Number of wool polymers are forming one protofibril. Number of protofibrils are forming one microfibril, and number of microfibrils are forming one macrofibril, which is forming cortical cell, and number of cortical cells are forming cortex. So cortex is the biggest unit of this, and wool polymer is the smallest unit. So number of wool polymers, again repeating, number of wool polymers forming one protofibril. Number of protofibrils are forming one microfibril. Number of microfibrils are forming one macrofibril. Number of macrofibrils are forming one cortical cell, and number of cortical cells are forming cortex. So cortex is the main part, bulk, or the main volume of the wool fiber. Like secondary wall and primary wall are the main bulk of cotton fiber in the microstructure of cotton fiber. Similarly, cortex is indicating the main part, representing the main part of wool fiber. And here it is written that epithelial cell or wool fiber surface scales. These are scaly structure, outer surface, which is appearing as a scale-like structure, which is found on the surface of the fish, as the skin of the fish. Similarly, here the outer surface of wool is a scaly structure. So this is a complete explanation about the diagram. And now we will take the details of the diagram into the next slide. So I think this diagram is clear. consisting 3 components, cuticle and cortex, and in the center, if it is coarse wool fiber, medulla may be found, which is not indicated in this diagram. The microstructure of wool consists of 3 main components: cuticle, cortex, medulla. So now details about cuticle. Cuticle is a layer of overlapping epithelial cells surrounding the wool fiber, means the outer surface of the fiber. Epithelial cells which are overlapping the outer surface, that is the outer surface of the wool, which serves as the protection for the main part of the fiber. जो cortex है या medulla है, जो main part है cortex, उसको protection provide करने का काम करता है cuticle. So cuticle is the outer surface of the fiber, or you can say the layer of overlapping epithelial cells. Because these cells are overlapping each other, that's why we have taken here layer of overlapping epithelial cells. It gives rigidity to the fiber. It consists of epicuticle, exocuticle, and endocuticle. Epicuticle, it is the outermost layer of